What's up, Baggies fans, football fans, and sports fans in general, to another video on the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about another potential signing for West Bromwich Albion. This will be our fourth technically signing, with our third obviously being Hegebo, and then we did sign Nat Phillips and also a young lad from Harrogate. And we're, of course, talking about George Campbell. Now, before we get into this video, let's set a like target of 40 likes on this video. Leave a comment, let me know what you guys think about this potential signing, where you see him fitting, what formation you think Ryan Mason will play. Remember to smash that subscribe button as well. We are aiming for 500 subscribers before my birthday on the 26th of July. So make sure you smash that subscribe button as well. Start to with everything I'm doing, all Albion based, and getting ready for the new season to start coming up soon. And yeah, let's talk about the fact that we are obviously in a very advanced stage talks to sign George Campbell, a 24-year-old centre-back currently playing in the MLS for CF Montréal. The move is reportedly close, with a fee being around 1 million to 1.7 million. In this video, I'm going to give you a full lowdown on Campbell, who he is, where he comes from, and most importantly, what kind of player West Brom could be getting if the deal goes through. So grab a brew and let's get into it. Starting off, a bit of background of George Campbell, who was born on the 22nd of June 2001 in Chester, Pennsylvania. But his football journey really began after his family moved to South Atlanta. He joined Georgia United, one of the top youth setups in the region, and later became part of the Atlanta United Academy, a youth system that's built a reputation for producing strong athletic defenders. And by the time he was 17, Campbell was already catching eyes as a composed and physically mature player. He earned a professional contract with Atlanta United too in the EFL Championship, which is basically the second tier, so similar to the Championship in terms of a breeding ground for young talent. In July 2019, he signed a homegrown player contract with Atlanta United's MLS squad, making him one of the youngest defenders in the senior team. He made his MLS debut in 2020, went on to play 36 league games for Atlanta before transferring to CF Montréal in December 2022. His journey from youth prospect to regular MLS starter has already been steady and well earned, showing signs of maturity, versatility, and a defensive awareness at every step. Fantastic again. What I want to say here that Patel and Nesta are looking abroad. They're not just looking within the net, and they're not looking at players off contract or older players. They're looking at younger players that can come in and make an impact on the squad, maybe get some resale value if we need to. But they're going to be core players for potentially for a fair few years for us. And this is what I like about the current setup and the scouting that we're currently doing. We're bringing in young, hungry players that have got something to prove. So after joining CF Montreal, George Campbell quickly established himself as a key player in their back line. In the 22-23 season MLS, he featured over 25 matches and was often their trusted starter. The Canadian side not just saw him as a physical presence, but a defender who could carry the ball out from the back and play through the lines. By 2024, he'd become a mainstay in the squad, recording over 2,000 minutes on the pitch. That's more than any defender of his age in that league. He even contributed on the attacking end, grabbing a goal and assist, which, while not game life-changing stats, showed that he's not afraid to venture forward or take responsibility during set repeats. His performance didn't go unnoticed on the international stage either. Campbell received a call-up to the US under-23 national team and earned his first senior camp of the US men's national team in January 2025. A major milestone for the MLS defender, especially with eyes on a European move. That experience gave him a well-rounded profile that could translate well to English football. Now, again, it's fantastic that we are looking at somebody this age, and the fact as well that he can play in multiple positions. He's not just a centre back; he can play right back. The amount of chances and corners we had, and somebody like Isaac Price that's going to be able to put the ball in the box. We need people going to attack it. Obviously, we saw Nat Phillips score in the pre-season game. We've got Hegem, this guy coming in as well, Campbell. They all seem big, attacking-minded sort of centre backs. Whether we play a free back or a full back, I think the good thing with Mason is he'll probably be very versatile into each game we go into, and having these multiple centre backs come in will be fantastic. Obviously, we lost to Joy. Bartley will probably be on his way. I don't think Taylor's quite ready for the step up yet, so it'll be nice to just bring in some more cover for centre back as well. So let's talk about why we're going after him. First off, we're clearly looking to bolster our defensive depth and to prepare for another promotion push. With some of the departures at the back and a long, grueling championship season ahead, the club needs a reliable option that offers both present value and a long-term upside. George Campbell fits the bill perfectly. He's young, physically dominant, and comfortable playing in multiple defensive roles. Bromley is a centre back, but also being capable of playing at right back, which I mentioned. So again, it would give Furlong something to push for. You know, he's going to have to worry about this lad possibly coming in and playing right back. Look at Hegem. Hegem thought, wow, fantastic left back. He's moved into centre back, and again, I wouldn't want him at left back now just because how good he is at centre back. Maybe it'd work in reverse for this guy. He might be, look really good in centre back, and he might move to right back, and we think, wow, he's a fantastic right back. The kind of versatility is something Ryan Mason, if he's aiming to play with a flexible backline or experiment with formations, will absolutely love. As I said, the fees are around about 1 million to 1.7 million, which for a player of Campbell's age, experience, and upside is excellent value. It's a smart, calculated move from West Brom, who can't slash the Premier League cash needs to be making, and the fact that we're talks are described as very stance suggests that the club sees a real potential in him and not just backup for someone who could fight for a starting role. Again, it's all about that resale value for us now. Can we bring somebody in and in 2-3 years, make profit on him? That's, I think, the strategy we will need to use to get us back into the Premier League. And again, I don't think we should read too much into Ryan Mason's first season. If we push for playoffs, fantastic. We've just got to let him bed in and get that squad around him and get some players built in. So his playing style and strengths. In terms of playing style, George Campbell is your modern centre back with a strong physical foundation. He's around about 6'1" and built like a proper defender. Strong in the air, solid in duels, and not one to get bullied by opposition strikers. But what makes him really interesting is his composure on the ball. He doesn't just hoof it clear under pressure. He likes to find a pass and link up play from the back. And again, if that's going to be Mason's style, playing out from the back, we really need that sort of composure. And it will be crucial in the Championship, especially for teams trying to build from the back and avoid panic defending. He's also shown good instincts in his positioning. This one, I've read multiple reports saying that he can be sometimes found wanting and lacking. But again, he's young, so having somebody like Hegem and Phillips next to him will help with that experience, knowing when to step up, knowing when to drop off, now to read the play as it unfolds. In his time at CF Montréal, he averaged a solid number of clearances, blocks, and interceptions, showing that it's not just a physical presence, but one with a sharp defensive mind. While he's not a flashy defender, he's a type that managers trust, someone that does the basics right every single game. His MLS experience has taught him how to handle quick transitions, high pressing systems, and deal with pacey wingers. All of that he will face in the Championship regularly. So how does he fit in at West Brom? Well, assuming the deal goes through, obviously Campbell would be immediately into contention to compete with the likes of Bartley, Phillips, Hegem for that central defensive role. Obviously, under Corbyn, we were very, very solid at the back. It's obviously went a little bit under Mowbray towards the end of the season, and we do now really lack that consistent depth. And as we've seen in this league, one or two injuries can really derail our campaign. So having someone like Campbell, either as a starter or a backup, could be game changer, especially with the volume of fixtures in the Championship. His ability to both play centrally and out wide means he can plug holes when needed, and having that durability, having logged over 2,000 minutes last year, suggests he can handle the physical toll. The club are clearly planning for a long term as well, because if he adapts quickly and proves himself, he could be the cornerstone for the backline for years to come. With us pushing for promotion and trying to bring in more into the squad, Campbell could represent a perfect blend of youth experience and upside. Now, of course, with any transfer, there is a risk. One of the biggest questions is how Campbell will adapt to the English game. The MLS has improved massively over the decade, but the Championship is a different beast altogether. It's faster, more physical, and less forgiving. We've seen talented players struggle to transition due to the relentless pace and unpredictability nature of the league. That said, Campbell's track record suggests he's up for the challenge. He's already adapted once, moving from youth soccer to USL, then to MLS, now potentially one of the most competitive second league tiers in the world. He's also got added motivation with the 2026 World Cup on the horizon, and US, Canada, and Mexico all being the hosts. He will want to make sure he's in that national team picture, and performing in England could be a fast track conclusion with his squad. And also, we've got DK as well at the moment, so those two together instantly, as long as we both have a good season, could be in contention for that World Cup. All in all, George Campbell looks like a really smart bit of business for us. At 24 years old, he's still got plenty of room to develop, but he's also played enough senior football to walk in and contribute right away. The reported fee of 1 million to 1.7 million is modest in today's markets, and his wages, reportedly around about $475,000 a year in the MLS, are well within our budget. This is the kind of signing that might fly under the radar for some, a bit like Nat Phillips, but if he settles in quickly, he could be being one of the quiet successes of the season. And in a league like the Championship, where the margin for error is razor thin, having a reliable, athletic, and smart defender like Campbell could be the real difference for us. So what do you guys think? Is Campbell the kind of signing that will help us push for that Premier League conversation? or do you think it's a gamble that might take a bit of time to pay off? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what other fans think of this move. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for more WB updates, transfer breakdowns every week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Up the Albion.